Hey, she's here, she's here, she's here, she's here. Amazing, 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 amazing. Okay. What's good, people? It is currently 5 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time, Sunday, the 19th of November 2023. GM. Welcome to another amazing episode of Technically Speaking, where we break down the charts, analyze some data, share some non-financial advice trades and investments. This show is one of our newest shows. Our newest show running every Sunday, 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. Before getting into the disclaimer, let me show you guys how you too can join our free weekly webinar. So what you do is you go to wait one sec. Let me make sure YouTube's working. Let me make sure YouTube's working so Matrix not attacking. You go to wait one sec. Let me make sure YouTube's working. Okay, YouTube is working. YouTube is working. Let me also make it full screen layout. Boom. Yeah. Alrighty, so to join our free weekly webinars, go to instagram.com/blockchain.sensei. Notice the spelling of blockchain and sensei. Click the link in our bio. We stream 3 times a week. We stream Sundays, 8 p.m. plus, where we do this show, technically speaking. Fridays, we do a show called NFT Fridays, where we talk about non-fungible tokens and the metaverse, etc. Check out Friday's episode from 2 days ago, where we broke down some crazy non-fungible token data sets. NFTs are not dead. NFTs are not and have never been dead. You cannot just measure something by merely the public financial transactions. If you look at on-chain metrics and look what people are building in the space, there's lots of real things that are happening. And of course, we do a Monday show called The Game, which we've been running every single Monday, 8 p.m. till 9:30 UK time. So that's Mondays, Fridays, Sundays, 8 p.m. plus, or if you're in New York, 3 p.m. plus, and anywhere else in the world, check that against UK time. Just click the link in this bio and then join our free weekly webinars. So let's get into the disclaimer and then we'll get into these markets. Oh, by the way, these webinars are for everyone. We have a homie in the back called Max, who is one of me, Jay's, and Cairo's homies. He's an amazing producer, Max Millie. He is not in the markets yet, and Max was actually in one of our live webinars, the Roblox episode, like 5-6 weeks ago. Had he bought crypto then, he would be crazy up. But it's okay because the markets will exist forever. So yeah. Even if you have no crypto and no knowledge of anything, feel free to still come to our webinars. Education is everything. I tell people you should invest in yourself and your education before investing 1p into the market because you don't want to be misinformed. So, quick disclaimer, terms and conditions. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only. And it should not be considered as investment advice to buy, sell, hold any assets, nor place any trades. Please always do your own. What, guys? Yes, sir. Our content is intended and it should only be used for informational use only. Yes, sir. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investments, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. Please pay your rent, your credit cards, and your child support before buying any cryptocurrency or stock. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. Jeremiah Johnson, Max Millie, Cairosharn, the Bitblonde, and anybody in this webinar, in the live chat, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Are any of you guys financial advisors? No, sir. We do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. Always independently research and verify all and any information you may find in our show that you may wish to rely upon whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with the big R word, which is yes, sir. All investments come with risk. Therefore, you should always do your own what, guys? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, now myself, Maximilian the Bat, Cairosharn, Jeremiah Johnson, the Bitblonde, anyone in this webinar, as far as we know, are financial advisors. However, we work in collaboration with several accredited advisors, several accredited financial professionals, such as accountants and accredited investors and money managers and what have you, research and development, tax rebates, and all that good stuff with the people with the papers. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, let us know immediately. You can DM blockchain.sensei on Instagram. You can even message the Bitblonde and say, hey, Bitblonde, I need a financial advisor. I'm sure she could refer you to one, or refer us to give you one. Yeah, get in touch, tweet us, email us. You can find our email on the what do you call it? You can find the email on the website. Sorry, my brain has been a bit slow today. Okay, so. Let me go back to the Zoom 1 sec. Back to the Zoom. Back to the Zoom. Okay. How are you feeling about the markets, Bitblonde? Miss Bullish to 40K. Are you still feeling the same?
Amazing. I'm still waiting. Nearly got stopped. Nearly got stopped, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
What did you nearly get stopped on?
On Bitcoin. With that move.
Was you doing like a leverage long?
Yeah. But no, I'm still fine. That's gonna be a long for Bill. But on Ethereum, I had to exit. But I will enter again. Do you want me to go fast?
Yeah, go on.
No, wait, I lost as well.
Oh, I need to record. Okay. Because I lost the previous one. Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Nice. So I'm going to go first.
Also, for Bitblonde followers, because we didn't record the disclaimer, nothing is financial advice. Do your own research.
Yep. Do your own research. They know that. If you're here, you agree with it.
Oh, Dubbin long too. Yes. Did you get stopped out, Dubbin?
No, very close. I got my stop loss around here because I'm in Bitcoin, for a long time. That's gonna be a long, and I'm already tired, but I'm gonna hold.
I'm asking
Dubbin. I got stopped out, fam. I just got stopped out. That's what
I nearly got stopped.
Oh,
nearly with this drop here, but I managed to protect myself, and I still think that we're gonna go 40K or even 50 right now because it's holding too much. Yeah. But on Ethereum, it's pretty much the same. So I'm gonna have another long position because with that retracement, I got stopped from this big elephant bar. So on my perspective, not financial advice, it's a great opportunity to go long again on ETH. I don't think that we're gonna drop really. But those movements here obviously made a lot of people change during this week, and a lot of crazy stuff on Twitter and everywhere. People are like, are we going up? Are we going down? And I'm like, oh my God, what to do? Sometimes it's just like that. But I think we're holding really, really great. So yeah. You have to hold. What can I do at this point? So waiting for Bitcoin to go higher.
The main reason of the uncertainty was due to the SEC verifying the BTC ETF. So obviously, a lot of people were selling. There was uncertainty. They didn't know whether to buy or sell, which is why the prices kind of like formed like a rising wedge. So I think
it's very manipulated, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that we're going to drop really. I think it's very bullish at the moment. So this coin, it's very good one, right? I just met here.
I make a 10 and everyone it's a hexagon.
That's true. You did. So I think it's a great buy opportunity here.
Wait, so are you? Have you bought Hex yet, or are you still looking at it?
No, I'm looking on it.
Okay.
You know what I would say is wait for a retracement on the daily to like 702. That would be the highest probability sort of position from my experience. But obviously, anything can happen.
Okay. Yeah, why not? I actually saw today on Crypto Bubbles, and I was like, I'm gonna get that advice. So it's down to 6%.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's a great buy. It's a great buy,
Right, okay.
right?
What?
Yeah.
Bitblonde, let's do this. Are you free after this webinar, or do you need to go?
It depends how long we're going to stay.
I mean, webinar usually runs to like 9 or 4 p.m. US time, because me and you need to link up. Like, we need to do a one-on-one and talk about Pulse Chain, because like if it now Hex is this price, you want to be able
We'll
to get
talk
it.
it later, let's
Yeah.
not do this live. So
No, not live.
okay.
My God,
All right,
26%.
so that's it, guys. Pretty much waiting on Bitcoin to move, and all
Do you know
coins.
what's So I was just gonna say, I've just realized that Hex is actually at the 702 point. So now is actually a good time to buy on the daily.
It's below that actually, right?
Hey guys, I've just noticed a trend. Okay, now this trend has only lasted for 5 weeks, so it's not really a trend. But why does Hex bottom out on Sundays? I always seem to buy, like, for the past 5-6 weeks. It always bottoms out on a Sunday. Remember when I did that massive 2.8 Ethereum X? And that was on a Sunday as well.
Is that any reason?
Sorry?
Any reason for that?
No, it didn't. But remember, I first called out Hex on Sunday, the 15th of September, right? And I said I put a lot of Ethereum and USDT. And on Sunday the 22nd, a week later, it did 2.83x in that 1 week. Right. So I like nearly tripled
Wow.
my Ethereum, tripled my
I
USDT.
know.
But every time I seem to buy Hex, it seems to be on a Sunday. I don't know if this means anything, but it just seems to be like bottoming out.
It means like I'm gonna open a long today.
Yeah. It's like Bitcoin usually pumps on a Saturday, right? That's like it's usually a weekend pump.
Yeah, I don't like weekly pump for crypto.
You don't like it? Why not?
So I feel like when we go like Monday or Tuesday, I don't know. I don't trust weekend bumps.
Fair enough.
But
So
anyway,
do you know when you long Bitcoin or well, let's just go over your previous long. How much leverage do you use? And where do you
you always
where do you put
want
your
to put me in that position, Ninja. You know, it really depends. Sometimes 20, sometimes 15. So, Bitcoin, I think you can do less leverage, right? 15x, 19x. It depends, it really depends. Some people don't like to trade with leverage, but if there is free money, why not?
Okay, fair enough.
But make sure you got to hold yourself, I nearly got stopped. I was like, oh my God, but then it's okay. As long as you protect your capital, using leverage or not, it's the same.
All right, fair enough.
You're just going to lose a little bit more. That's it. But if you got stop loss, that's it.
So
how much
where do you think? Sorry, go on.
How much leverage do you use?
I don't use any leverage. This is the thing. I'm pure spot. No leverage, no shorts, no stop loss, no pips. It's not that I don't want
You don't
to
use
leverage.
stop loss?
No.
Oh. Yeah,
No,
sometimes, it depends on the market. Bull run, it's easy though.
No, I don't use a stop loss, but I'm buying on spot anyway.
Yeah, I see.
They're buy orders.
Yeah, I've got I live in buy order and sell order. That's where I live. So, for example, like Arve, I bought that at the I think $85 dip. I had a sell order that went through, and now I'm like 8% up, and I'm gonna wait till I'm 20% up, cash out the original.
So your stop loss is the liquidation price.
For me, okay, this is my basic trading theory, right? This is my basic trading theory. So I try to always buy with cash at the dip, right? Obviously, sometimes it dips and then it dips further. So my rule is I'm willing to buy something up to 5 times if it goes down 5 times by 5 to 10% each time, right? I'll match an investment, say $200 or $100. And my bear market strategy right now is when things rise by 20 to 30%, I exit. I usually exit my position, and then when it drops down again, I'll buy more. That's my basic trading strategy. I'm just trying to really position myself in the bull run and just get exposure. Like I don't mind entering an altcoin low and then it goes up by 50% and just take out my original and just leave the altcoin till the bull run. I don't mind doing that either. Or just having some out of altcoin and just increasing the amount of coins on spot.
Yeah, it's also a great long-term play.
Yeah, I think on Bitcoin it's fine if you don't have. I mean, it's not a financial advice, but if you're long in Bitcoin, it's fine to not have a stop loss sometimes. A lot of traders do that, but then it's a spot trading. So I don't really recommend people doing that on altcoins without stop loss, because altcoins they move a bit crazy. But
yeah, people think I'm crazy when I say no stop loss, but I iterate. I say no stop loss, but on spot, and I've got buy orders to buy up the crash.
I did that a lot in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, but then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do stop loss. But on a boot run, it's very easy to do that because everything is going up. You just have to wait and hold your positions and don't get liquidations. That's it.
Let me tell you why I don't like stop losses on spot, because often the coin Phantom's a really great example. Phantom can have a daily candlestick where it goes up and down by like 40%, right? Especially in this bear market. There's been days where I think it went down to like 16 cents and then up to 23 one day. Sometimes the stop loss is annoying because I've never been through it, but I know theoretically if I had a stop loss on spot, the liquidation price would bring me down, and then it would go back up anyway. And then that would be really annoying.
Do you feel like
lose money and then the asset goes up?
Do you ever think like if you place your stop loss, some people or some traders can see?
There's definitely some kind of bots and shit that see that.
Yeah,
they can see everyone's
sometimes
stop
I
loss.
feel that. So yeah, if you know what you do, it's fine. It's all about managing your trades, but with time, of course, if you're starting, it's a little bit difficult. But with time, it's pretty much the same. You just follow the waves.
Yep. Do you wanna go over Ethereum real quick before we pass it on to Jay and Cairo?
Yeah. So I think Ethereum it's a great opportunity to long still. It's very flat. The 200 AMA, it's really flat. It's looking pretty good to go. And we had the target price here.
Is that what you think?
From 2,700, but personally I'm waiting on 2,500, and from 2,500 you could have a stop loss in case if we don't go to 2,700. But I think Ethereum is doing fine. It's a long way to go. I can't wait to see Ethereum back to all-time high. I can't wait.
I can wait. I can wait so I can get more crypto. I don't want to bother around the corner.
Yeah. But like it's funny because a lot of people disappear during the bear market. I normally disappear on a bull run. So if you know what I mean, like it's time to disappear and enjoy life a little bit when things are better. So what's your target price? 2,500 or 2,700?
Target price. I don't like to.
Sorry,
We're gonna look at the market.
are you asking end of the bull market target price?
No, I mean the next long.
Oh, um, 1979. I'd say,
I'm not as bullish as you. I'll be honest. I think it's gonna draw down before 2,500.
yeah, I'd say 2.2 at most, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm honest. I don't think the pump's gonna last this long. I think there's got to be like quite a bit of drawdown, especially because like we're not. It's not like 2024 yet, so I think we still got some time to go.
Also, we're quite a way away for the ETF to be confirmed and validated as well. So I think some people might just lose a bit of like interest, or again a bit of uncertainty. So people might think it's a good time to sell, or they just don't think it would fly in time. Some people like to sell when they just get a bit impatient on a coin, and they'd want to like put it back into T or USDT to trade it on an altcoin. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think Ethereum might lose a bit of momentum.
Yeah.
It's not done the spike we thought it was gonna do. It just didn't do the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But of course, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, no,
That's
anything can happen. I've learned through watching, especially Gareth Soloway, to not try to predict the market, but just allow the market to just give me information. I just allow the market to tell me it's time to buy, it's time to do nothing, and it's time to sell. And most times, when you're a when you're a spot trader like me, most of the times it's do nothing. Only a few times do you buy, and a few times do you sell. So yeah, I'm not that crazy on ETH. I do regret letting go of some Ethereum at way too cheap prices. Like I'm talking like 1,900, but it's fine. I'm gonna yeah. I sold some Ethereum at like 1,930. I remember, you know what's crazy? Like when ETH did a little pump from 1,500 to 1,760, I remember I sold a bit of ETH at 1,760 and just like, oh shit, no, buy it back, and then bought it back. That's another thing no one talks about. Like, it's okay to sell your asset and buy back at the same price if you change your mind.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
It's
I
okay
really
to
love ETH,
I change my
but you
mind
know,
sometimes.
don't hold it for death. You know,
Yeah.
some people just hold and hold. I mean, they might have different strategies, but it's fine to sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, right? But I think Ethereum is going to do it really, really well.
Okay. Let's see.
Not
Let's see.
financial advice, but
It's
if
finding
I
it
was
difficult
outside crypto, I would just get into ETH first.
Yeah, it makes sense on the game's point of view. Anyway, Cairo and Jay, you wanna show them the charts?
Yeah, let's do it. Have I got the
Yeah, so I'll put it in the Shuriken Drive.
Okay, cool.
I've basically been doing a lot of analysis on several different coins, predominantly in the gaming sector. And also I've been looking at a few launch pads. Now, launch pads are really good because they're promoting a lot of projects. Some launch pads of the likes of ADA Pad, Meta V Pad, and Star Launch are really, really good projects. Star Launch of which is within the Solana ecosystem, so that's going to be
Wait,
really good as
are
well.
you sharing screen or what's going on there?
Yeah.
That's not the one. This is
You just
full watch list.
Oh, right, okay.
Put that in the drive.
Okay.
Go to Shuriken Drive.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Crypto watch list. Yeah, share that screen.
Cool, here we go.
It might be a bit hard to follow at first, but this is my complete list of several different projects and coins. Could you put that screen on the
Yeah,
top?
I'll do that now.
Nice one, bro.
There we go.
Wow, can you share it with me?
Oh my god.
Email. My email.
Is it?
So essentially, how I've mapped this out is on the far left. You can see all the several different projects, the cryptocurrencies. Then you've got the symbols, the exchanges in which you can find them on and access them on, the ecosystem in which they're located in, and of course the sector. So I'm looking at several different dexes, several different gaming coins and projects. Then we've got the market caps. We've also got the circulation supply. We've got current price. Now, this I started out this actual spreadsheet I started making like last week. So the price isn't exactly like, it's not always updating basically. So do your own research on this on several different prices at current prices now. And then we've got the all-time high. And then we've got the gain to that all-time high. So you can see as well, like 55x's. There's some that did 1000x, like in decrease from at current price right now. Then we've got risk. So of course you can see, Jay, if you scroll to the left, please, bro.
What, this way?
Yeah. You can see Astro Swap has done 1000x from all-time high. So that's high risk. And if you do your own research on the projects, you'll know, okay, is it something you want to invest? You know, you'd want to invest minimal funds with it, because obviously the higher the risk, you know, the bigger reward, but you know, you could also take a big loss as well. So yeah, if you scroll down, I'm looking at a few proof of work tokens, proof of stake tokens, and DAO tokens as well.
Right.
Roll
What the hell is
Bitcoin.
proof of work? What crypto is proof of work?
Scroll down, please, bro.
Right, cool.
So proof of, keep going on. Yeah. So proof of work is the likes of Bitcoin,
Obviously.
Litecoin, Casper, and Cardano. Now Casper has sparked a lot of interest recently, because Casper is
Like if we go on to
the first modular blockchain cryptocurrency, essentially.
Sorry,
Now,
can I just add something that you want to consider with regards to that chart before I forget, in case anybody wants to create something similar. Well, where something is mathematically from all-time high by fiat currency price isn't always the best metric. So what I mean by that? Let's say the all-time high of something is $1, and sorry, the all-time high of something is $10, and the current price is $1. It's not. You can't just say it's 10x from all-time high. Why? Because you need to take into consideration coin circulation supply. So let's say for example, right? I'm gonna do some easy math. Let's say the all-time high of a coin was, like I said, $10. The current price is $1. The maximum supply is 2 million. When it was $10, there was 500k supply, and now it's $1. It's 1 million supply. So that means that even though it's 10x from all-time high, the market cap needs to 20x for it to go back to all-time high.
see, so you got to do a bit more maths.
Yeah, just bear that in mind, because a very, very good example is Gala, right? Do you remember when we were at EYL, the Earn Your Leisure event, earlier this year? I thought Gala was on a massive dip, yeah, and I put 4 figures in Gala, literally whilst we were there, because I thought the trade was sick. And then 2 hours later, I looked at the tokenomics and realized that they'd released a fuckload of coins, and I was like, nah. And then I just got my cash back because it didn't make sense. So yeah, bear that in mind when it comes to all-time high, because it's not the best measurement. If you don't take into consideration, have the coins increased by a significant amount. If the coins have increased by a significant amount, then you need to reconsider the calculation. But yeah, carry on.
It's definitely a great point. So yeah, do your own research. I've learned something there myself. So yeah, essentially, we can even look at the likes of
you can scroll as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cool, sweet. So internet computer is something that I'm also looking at. It's a really, really good data project and company. And yeah, like in terms of coins that we've seen do mad moves is Casper. Casper is like the first ever modular token as well. and it's a proof of work token.
What do you mean by modular token? Because I understand the meaning of the word modular. Obviously, I know what a token is, but for some reason, my imagination can't quite grasp those two words being together.
If I'm entirely honest, I haven't done enough research on it, but I've just seen like the market's just done a mad number in the last month or so. It's essentially just blown up out of nowhere. If we go on to CoinMarketCap, we'll see the specs on it and how far it's developed.
Yeah.
Exit out this.
You can just put it on another tab.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. Could you do that, please, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the likes of Casper, Avalanche, these two tokens have and Celestia as well. I'm not entirely sure how it's happened, but these tokens have just basically just blown up out of nowhere.
I think they're very heavy on marketing also.
Yeah.
I thought them.
If you look on the daily and 7 days, 7 days in 1 week it's done 65% gains. In a month it's done 200%. So yeah,
that looks parabolic.
Yeah, even in the year it's done 2000. So it's a very, very new token and a new project.
Just gonna put this up on here to see.
Yep.
Want to see it on TradingView.
Sorry, but by new, I think you mean newly listed on a centralized exchange. The reason why all tokens blow up, all of a sudden, is because.
Bless you.
Pardon me. Is because they get listed on a centralized exchange. I remember when Aave, which during the time I didn't understand, in December 2020 got listed on Coinbase, and in that week he did 487x. Obviously, nobody understood DeFi in December 2020. Well, that'll be why it blows up.
Right, it's looking pretty strong.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It looks very bullish on here.
Wait for it to fall back on that trend line, though.
Yeah, that would be a good signal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was actually explaining to the guys just before we started. I was saying, like, right now, obviously it's so bullish. So when it's like this, I just look at Fibonacci extensions, right? So I basically drew up this Fibonacci extension, and it's looking like, okay, next TP would probably be about 1.1, would be at 0.16, right? But ideally you want to hit it, around this trend line here. Like even though this was quite bullish, it's like now even more bullish, as you can see, this second trend line. And it looks like there's a trend of it just getting more and more bullish. Obviously, it's going to have to pull back like it did here. But yeah, wait until it hits that trend line would be a good shout. So what I said to the guys was, this can happen, right? So it could come down here, especially because this was already previous resistance. It could come down here and then maybe it's going to bounce back up. Or, right, it could potentially break through this resistance it's at now, right? So let's say break through here. Then you would want to wait for a pullback, right, around the same level before you also go up. Because remember, it doesn't typically happen in the first move. Because look, it's already used this as a point of resistance in a couple places, like here. You know, especially if we zoom in onto the 4 hour, you can see this is exactly what I was showing him. Yeah, I've already drawn those circles. You can see it used this as I'll get rid of this Fibonacci for a second. You can see it's already used this as resistance a couple times, showing that there's a lot of supply at this point, right?
Yeah, but I think even more so, you can see that that's actually at the top of pivot points.
Yeah.
So that's actually at R3 right now. Now pivot points is an indicator that I was exposed to, and it essentially tells you it points out like points of interest and basically supports and resistance.
Sorry, pivot points. Are those the circles? I don't know.
It's not the circles, it's the orange lines that you can see here. So the R3, R2, and R1, those are areas where you take profit on a buy order.
What?
So if
you mean on a sell order? You mean on a sell order?
No, on a buy order. So if you look at P there at the bottom yellow line, that was a buy. So if you look there, that's where it's an indicator that's essentially telling you if you were to buy, you would take profit at R1, and then you take your second profit at R2, and then take your third profit out.
right. So basically, buy at P, sell at R1. Buy at R1, sell at R2. Buy at R2, sell at R3.
I mean, not even that. You'd buy at P, and then you'd take some partial profits at R1, and then you take
Oh,
partial
right.
profits.
Okay.
And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily buy at R1 because there's risk that it could pull back to P. You know what I'm saying? Or it can pull back to a level
How did you get this indicator? I've never used this.
Yeah, it's actually a really good indicator. He put me on it less than 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
And
No,
it's
I don't know
already
this
become
one.
the standard one. It's really good
I don't know this one.
from what I've seen in the last 3 days.
So yeah, right now I mean, you can look here, as Jay's pointed out, we're at a resistance point. We've seen a area of resistance there,
TP,
where the market's bouncing off the same region. So it could break through and then pull back to that point and then shoot off again, or we could see it pull back to that trend line where R1 is sitting right now again. But yeah, I'd say pivot points is really good to look on higher time frames as well.
in a higher time frame. Yeah, you can see it's gone past all the pivot points on a higher time frame because it's just so bullish. It's crazy. And even if you look on the weekly, same story. It's just like insane. If we get rid of all of this, that is very, very bullish.
Oh yeah, that's pretty early.
Yeah, so
I would say wait for confirmation, wait for pullbacks in a couple days, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe like retracements between 50% and 618 on Fibonacci, maybe a smaller time frame. Then that would be my entry point because it's just so bullish. If you're trying to do a real quick scalp, which I won't recommend, but if you want to do it, that's what it would be. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions or anything?
Yeah, how do you get an indicator? What's the name of the indicator? I just type in pivot on the trading.
It's called pivots point standard. Pivot point standard.
Pivot point standard. Let me screenshot that.
Jay,
That's hard.
click on actually.
Well, click on what?
The pivot point standard. I'll show you how to set it up how I have it.
Oh yeah.
So as you can see, when you open it up on standard one, could you
wait? Let me just get rid of
the other one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This one.
No, that's the original one.
Oh, is it? What?
Yeah.
Wait, let me just get rid of both of them. Wait, which one do you want me to get rid of? This one.
Get rid of the original one, because I want to show them how to set it up.
Yeah, basically. That was the original one, wasn't it?
No.
Wait, which one? The
one with the numbers on the right is the original one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I should get rid of this one.
Okay,
cool. I think I accidentally put it twice as well.
Okay.
Cool. Oh no, I didn't. Anyway, so that was meant to be like this. So yeah, from here you edit it, right? And how exactly did you edit it?
No, there's way too many.
I mean, that's
like 3 open.
But that's the only one that's okay. Look.
Try opening a new one.
Okay, cool. Look. Like standard, right? This one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
They all come up. Maybe they must have changed it.
Yeah. So settings, how you want to set it up is you want to take off S4, R4, S5, and R5. So yeah, just take it off. Take these off, and then you want to go up to number of pivots back, and change that from 15 to 1.
You know how crazy this is? I swear Cairo didn't know how to use TradingView like
and then change label position
8 months ago.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool. That is cool.
So that's essentially how you set it up. And then also, actually, if you go to defaults,
I'm just gonna screenshot this.
Yep.
Cool.
If you go down to defaults, you can do a save as here, so that every time you open up,
If
save
you're
it.
watching this on replay, screenshot.
Yeah, I'm watching this on replay. Wait, who taught you this? Where did you get this information from?
That's a good question.
I learned this when I got a course from a trading firm, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
okay, that's what
Forex people.
came in handy, bro. It wasn't always.
Valuable stuff right there.
Yeah. So yeah, they use these for several different forex pairs and stuff like that as well. But yeah, I want to look into Avalanche as well, because there's a few projects that are involved in Avalanche. Now, what you want to look at is
let me give you an AVAX fundamental. Yeah, AVAX daily active users. AVAX has the most daily active users in all of crypto. It has more daily active users than Ethereum. Why? Because people, especially in South America, love Tron for bridging stablecoins. So there's more. I think there's more USDT transactions, not by volume, but by numerical volume, than there is on Ethereum. As in USDT bridged onto Tron because it's super cheap. People in like South America, Mexico, and that they love it. Don't know why. Maybe they.
AVAX is a really, really good project for those fundamental reasons. Also, I'd say definitely look into any gaming coins that are built on the Avalanche ecosystem, because if AVAX is trending, so are these coins as well. And you want to look into any other projects in the gaming sector that are built on Solana, for example, as well, because Solana is set to do really well in the bull market. And also look into, I'd say Solana and Avalanche are like top 2 right now that I'm looking into personally.
What do you think of Immutable X?
Immutable X, that rings a bell. I've got that listed on the here. Really, really good in gaming, actually. I'd say it's a good thing to keep looking into.
Okay, let's do it.
Essentially, when it comes to like researching projects and stuff, Jay and I actually spoke about like the key performance indicators you want to look out for. So it's how many people are using the game daily, how many people are like being onboarded daily, and how many people lock into the ecosystem. Like, so if it's on Solana, how many people are using Solana daily? And if Solana is trending, these projects are likely to be doing well as well. And you want to look into the team, who's previously like where have like the co-founders and founders who have they like previously worked from, what type of accolades do they have, and also is the leadership stable as well, like is the team stable? So those are like some KPIs that I look for.
So for example, I'm just marking this up now. Here you could potentially average down. Could be a region for averaging down. You know what I mean? If it comes
immutable, right?
Yeah, so this is Immutable X. This is how I would play this. You know what I mean?
Chase actually gave you a price, guys, 0.918.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to delete this text. But this is how I would do it personally. So between here and here, just because of the pivots as well. And you can see, look, this has been a point of previous resistance. As you can see here, like boom, there's one. Like these wicks are very clear to see. You know what I mean, as well. There's so much confluence going on here, like around here as well. And telling us this is a significant zone for a reason. Maybe it's gonna depending on how bullish it is, may break through this. If it doesn't, this is how I would play it.
Yeah.
Average down from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I would say anyway. Anyone have anything else you want to look at? Also don't want to take up the whole stream, so just let us know whenever.
Yeah, I can share some stuff. Stuff. All right, so obviously I've been living in my pulse chain world, so I'm gonna go to Dex Tools, my new favorite site. So for those that don't know what Dex Tools is, and for those that haven't been tuning into Technically Speaking, I've been living in the Richard Hart, Hex, and Pulse Chain ecosystem since the weekend of Sunday, the 15th of September. Mainly because it was that weekend where one of my 7-figure friends, aka somebody who went from a full-time job with less than 10k savings and is now a millionaire through Hex, made me realize that the price of Hex right now is pretty much reset to 2020 times. This is a project that's very close to me, not because I'm a Hexagon, not because I love Hex or anything, because I don't love anything besides profits. is because no, I mean financially, like in the markets, I don't love anything besides profits. I love family, obviously, but yeah, Hex is close to my heart because my boy put me on it in 2019, and I slept on it, and he became a millionaire, and I didn't. So Netflix, yeah. So okay, so. One of the things that I'm paying attention to in the Hex, in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. For the record, Hex is an Ethereum layer 2 built by Richard Hart. Pulse Chain is an alternative layer 1, and yeah, obviously you can bridge it. You can bridge Ethereum assets, like you can bridge your USDT, bridge your Ethereum onto Pulse Chain, much like you can to Ethereum and Tron and other layer 1s. Okay, so. What is one of the things that I've been paying attention to for a while? By paying attention to, I mean I am 4 figures deep in this, right? So the platform is called 9inch. Obviously, crypto. There is lots of jokes in crypto. Haha, 9inch aubergine. You know. So if you understand that, I'm sure most people here is over 18 and they understand it. So I got in this project, like I am not in profit. Okay, I am not in profit on this project. I've been averaging down. My average price is actually no, it's a bit lower now. I don't think. I think I brought it down to like around. Oh shit. I think I brought it down to 0.201 or around this level. So I'm definitely in loss. I am personally 4 figures into this project because I really believe in it. May I be historically correct? So my 4-figure investment is down 27%. Right. So what is this fundamentally? 9inch is a DEX launched on. Let's go over the fundamentals real quick. I'm going to give you my reasonings why I think this is going to do very well. So 9inch is a DEX launched on Pulse Chain. What is the biggest DEX on Pulse Chain? The biggest DEX on Pulse Chain, which is the official DEX on Pulse Chain, is Pulse X. Okay, this is a project that I really like, but I just want to talk about 9inch for a second because crypto is about narratives, right? So why do I believe the narrative of 9inch is going to do very well? Because first of all, Pulse Chain itself, right? If you tap into like the Richard Hart Hex ecosystem, you can literally see that these guys are probably the most halt crypto group in like the entire world. That's the reason why people have staked Hex till like 2030 and stuff. I've got some Hex stakes till 2026 because they do like 40% APY, which is pretty crazy, right? So anyway, this is one of the only decentralized exchanges on Pulse Chain. Product wise, it works very well. The product has only existed since the 28th of October 2023, so it's been less than a month. The token price action of this DEX is what you expect from newly launched DEXs. So there's nothing strange about the chart. As you can see, the volume has largely decreased, but it was 15.5 million, and I believe it can go there and back. The team, right? The team is very, 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 very active. So I'm gonna show you one of the founders. He's this guy called Hexy Bastard. Right? Like check out the Telegram and then check out some interviews from this guy. Me and Jay spent a few hours watching some of his content. He is extremely smart and extremely knowledgeable. People bet on narratives, right? So what is my confidence that interest in Hex is going to rise? 100%. Right? I can't give you the percentage that it's going to rise again, but 100%. So 1 second. I'm going to tell you guys everything I'm invested in the Pulse Chain ecosystem, which I have a lot of personal capital into. So let's go over some things. Hex is about 100x from all-time high, which is pretty crazy, against USD, and about 45 to 50x from all-time high on against Ethereum. So yeah, 9-inch is something that I've invested a lot into. The founder's really strong. The Telegram's really strong. The DEX works. It has flawless operation. The DEX at its peak had millions of dollars invested. Had $1 million of volume not so long ago in the middle of a bear market, which is crazy. Mind you, the DEX launched on the 28th of October, which actually no, the market had boomed by then a little bit. So anyway, so the next coin on Pulse Chain is another coin that is part of the 9-inch ecosystem, and it's called BBC, big bonus coin, right? So why do I think this coin is potentially going to go to the moon? So I am personally down on my investment here. This is why it's called degenerate trading, degenerate investment, or whatever, because I've been averaging down on this project. This project is stupid from all-time high. What is it? 42 cents divided by, it's like 100x. It's like 100x from all-time high. Now, what is the BBC token? The BBC token, okay, if the 9-inch exchange does well, then the BBC token should do well. Why? Because if you look at the analytics, and this is a good thing about DEXs, basically the BBC token is like a reward token. Let me just go to the farms. It's basically a reward token, right? So people stake their 9-inch, which is the native token to the DEX, and they match it against BBC, and then they get this crazy crazy APR, and you can see, right, how I kind of played it is I think 9-inch is going to do really well as an exchange and a token. BBC is the second token inside the 9-inch ecosystem. Again, I am down on these investments. These are completely speculative investments. And one of the popular trading volumes on the platform, let me just break this down into like 1 hours, is people are basically swapping a lot of their 9-inch tokens into BBC, which I've done. As you can see, we are at like the ultimate dirt low here. So if things turn around with a market cap of only 500,000, like think about this, right? This coin has 500,000 invested in it, but the 9-inch exchange still has millions in total value locked. I think 8 million, if I'm not mistaken. The Telegram's super active, founders are super active. This is one of them ultra bets where you're ultra early against everything. But yeah, it could be the right time to put money into BBC and or 9-inch, and then pull your money out quickly because you don't want to be over invested in these things. I will most definitely, if my 4-figure investment in this ecosystem, which is spread between 9-inch and BBC, which again I'm down, goes up to even 2x, I'm taking my original position out. Okay, so what else am I looking at in this ecosystem? Let's play it a little bit more safe. Let's go to the INC token, which is, if you go to pulsex.com, which is the official DEX for Pulse Chain. Let's go to token info. We can literally see the top coins on this exchange. Tokens. The matrix doesn't want me to see the top coins. Don't know what's going on here, but INC is a top coin on on the pulse chain. I think it's definitely top 5. I think it's top 3 if I'm not mistaken. So if you believe in the pulse chain and you believe in Hex and all that kind of stuff, have a look at the INC token. Where's INC? Let's go to CoinTrader Pro. It's currently 75x from all-time high, I believe. It peaked at $75. Oh, come on, mate. CoinTrader Pro chart viewer. INC. Incentive token. We'll look at line graphics fine. INC. Here we are. So current price is 80 cents. All-time high is $75, I believe. So we are like 100x from all-time high. Days, 1 day. So if you're in a speculative altcoin bet, add this to your watch list. INC token. Obviously, the Pulse chain only came out in May 2023, which I thought was a super brave move in the middle of the bear market. Token peaked at $80, so we are 100x from all-time high, which is pretty crazy. Finally, let's have a look at the PLS token, which is the native Pulse chain token. Where are we? We shouldn't be using line graph for TAs, but this is extremely speculative X's, so it doesn't really matter. 0.0031. 0031. Let me just do this on the calculator. I think we're 100x. I think that's like 50x. Get a calculator up. 1 second. So all-time high is 0.00. That's how you know it's completely degenerate, because we're using these crazy decimal point numbers. 0.3 divided by the current price. We're currently, okay, we're only 4.3x from all-time high. Never mind. That's nothing that crazy. But yeah, I've been trading Hex sideways, which has been pretty nice in the consolidating market. Made like 20% on Ethereum as of last week. I'm going to go back in Hex today via the Pulse chain, mind you. And yeah, check out INC token. So then if you want something extremely speculative, INC token, I would say, not financial advice, is the safest large multiple X on the Pulse chain. Besides Hex itself. And this is only going to do well following. In my opinion, this is only going to do well if Hex does well. So Hex is like the Bitcoin of the Pulse Hex ecosystem. When Hex does well, everything else does well. Yeah, that's where most of my attention has been going. I could go over macro markets, but I feel like that's been covered enough. Alrighty. Let's wrap up there unless anybody wants to bring something up. 100%. Okay, guys, thank you for another episode of Technically Speaking. I'm sure we will catch. Sorry? Yeah. Oh, Sundays is the money show. Sundays is the money show, dude. This is what I'm trying to make people understand. Like Mondays is very good, obviously. Yeah, gets you ready for the week. That's what I mean. Like this is why we needed a third show where it was just about charts and data, because that's where the price action is. Do you know what I mean? Like Mondays is sick because it's fundamentals. NFT Fridays is chill because it's a Friday. But this show here, bro, when people lock in, there's been so many good calls on this show, bro. It's a non-financial advice money show.
that's what I'm doing. I'm just saving up, waiting for the bull run to actually kick in. When the bull run kicks in, then it makes sense to do like leverage because when the bull run kicks in, it's just going to go up. It's not going to be any choppy. It's not going to be any consolidation. So it resonates with what I'm on. So yeah, this show is a must. Every Sunday I've got to lock in. I'm looking onto this show.
Yo,
Man.
glad we got that recorded. Nice.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Right. It's been great, you guys.
Before we wrap up, Max, you're in the back. Do you promise to get some digital assets when Bitcoin crashes?
Potentially next month. Once I get my finances up, then yeah, for sure, I'll look into it.
What you want to do, right, is like life won't wait for you to sort out your finances. The markets will always move. So what I say everyone should do is like people wait for a magic number for them to invest. What I always say is get money just like £5, £10, just so you have the action of like converting pound sterling into crypto. Like it's a certain action that you have to do. And then when that action becomes part of your life, you'll never see money the same ever again. Trust me. So don't wait to get your finances in order. Literally put aside £25. Wait for the market to crash. Yeah, because you don't want to buy crypto at any price. Because it's disheartening putting £25 in the market and seeing it going down to £15, right? That's not what you want to see. Like you want to hold that 25, £50, whatever, that small amount of change, wait for the market to crash. Obviously, Cairo and me and Jay enough. Put that money in and then watch it. Like just seeing £25 turn into £26, like it changes your life, bro. You'll never look at money ever the same ever again. Like when you put £10 in something and it goes up to £11, you just feel you can do anything with the world, bro. But you have to go through it. You have to go through it. And yeah, big ups to Max and everybody that watches our content and peeps us who haven't been in the market because you're already ahead of most of the world by tapping in and you know what I mean? Being open-minded.
So next year on a boat run, okay, we're gonna host this show like in a podcast place. All of us when I'm back to London.
Yes.
So then
please.
Let's do it.
No, absolutely,
right,
definitely.
Sorry, go on.
See you guys.
That was it. That was all.
You guys.
As always, thanks for checking.
Bye. All right.